Well, hello, this is your host Eric, your Lord High Admiral of the Army of Gmodism, back with a Season 2 Trials. I'm sitting here drift out and ready for some action, because today we will have the last contestant in this challenge, seeing if we can have some results. So, today we will reveal the winner of the tournament, but we will not talk about the results and stuff like that in detail. That will be for the next episode, so keep tuned for that. That will also be the aesthetical winners assessment. Now, we will check who is the best one so far. In the final episode, we will do one extra little test round, just to confirm that the results are just not luck, but actual results. However, that means the results of this video will not be final. They will be probably final, but you'll have to tune in next time for that. And the best so far is TRK-20 with those Lua missiles, reaching the full-time score of 7 minutes and 39 seconds. Right now, it then basically stands between GS-4, a cadet in the Army of Gmodism, who sent in this beautiful system, which is called the GS4 Needle. We're gonna see if this can beat all the targets faster than 7 minutes and 39 seconds. If it can, it will probably be the final winner we're gonna decide next time. If it doesn't, well, TRK-20 is probably taking home the prize. By the way, big thanks to GS-4 for supporting the channel every month. That helps a lot. Thanks to all the other commissioned officers in the Army of Gmodism and you in the Ecclesiarchy who may be watching this video in early access. And if you are, please don't reveal these results of this video to anyone else before it has been public for everyone. Because next episode we will be revealing the full results and the full score too, but that episode will actually not be available in early access. That everyone has to wait for, because that will be the full reveal. But I don't want anyone to spoiling the probably winner because you have some early access. Anyways, big thanks to you in the Ecclesiarchy and everyone too in the AoG, and of course everyone in the government of Gmodism, if we have some supporters there by now. Without any further ado, let's get into it. Here we have the GS4 Needle. It is a double fin Lua missile. So we do have some high expectations for this Lua system, since our previous contestants that has the lead so far did provide a Lua system. So we will spawn the first bout of enemy, which is, as you probably remember, a Duster, a Shrike, and a Felix Geiger at a distance of 3000 meters. I start the timer and click spawn at the same time. Right off the bat, we are most likely going to target the Geiger, I would suspect. I'm just making sure I don't try to control anything. Looks like we don't have that much of a trouble. Or do we have our missiles shot down, I wonder? Some of the missiles have been coming in here. One of the reasons we use the Geiger for the first test is that the Geiger has a light anti-missile system on board, meaning it can thus shoot down weakly defended missiles. A good little starter test to overwhelm the would-be new AoG missile launcher system with a lot of crafts. Neither of these crafts are easy to take out, but of course the Geiger does have that Civs cannon, making it much more difficult. The Geiger is down to 88% and just a minute has passed. So it will be very interesting to see how this continues then. Due to the cannon fire, I guess that some of the missiles are being shot down. Yes, they are. We can see them explode in the air. Oh, bam! Ladies and gentlemen, we had a AI kill. The EMP missiles finally paid off, and these needles look absolutely amazing. Now the Shrike is being targeted, and Bingler is having a bad day. 93% fire all over that wing. New EMP blasts coming in there. We are just clocking in at 2 minutes. So we have 5 minutes left to beat all the contestants in order for us to win. Now we only have the Duster left, wherever the Duster is located. There we have the Duster, and I will suspect it's not gonna survive very long after the first bout of missiles come in, and oh, bam, there we have it. 2 minutes and 30 seconds is the final clock stopping on. And I think this next enemy is gonna make it or break it for our cadet. We will be spawning in the Flying Squirrel. The Flying Squirrel, start, is notorious for being very difficult to hit. So let's see which squirrel is getting targeted. I don't know how the Lua missile targeting is working, but it looks like this is our target. We are barely getting there. The lifetime of the missiles seem to almost not be getting there, and it is damaged, however, 93%. We are already 30 seconds in. Time is ticking. And as said, in the next episode we will just confirm the top 3 best performers and, well, just retest them a little bit and make sure it wasn't all luck. Ooh, those missiles didn't really hit. They were kind of close at hitting, but close but no cigar. Another bout of hit there. We have already passed a minute. So 3 minutes and, well, almost 4 minutes now in total. That leaves us little time to take out the rest. The first of them is killed, of course. Really hard to beat TRK20's record, definitely. But our cadet brought Lua to the table too, which may have been a good idea. We're gonna see in the final results, when we compare all of the combatants and make sure, then we'll probably see which strategy is holding up the best if we have some commonalities between the winners. Alright, that squirrel is looking like it's gonna go down any second. EMP reeking. It's, well, wreaking havoc. Oh, bam, there we have the other one. 2 minutes and 5 seconds we end up with. That's a pretty decent score. We're now switching over to the Lightning Hoods, the static, as you know, at a range of 3000 meters. We are going to spawn in the static and start the clock. Missiles have already been launched, trying to calculate where the static is gonna be in the future. 10 seconds has passed and the first blast hit, while the static is not dead yet. 94%, more EMPs coming. Bam, there we go. I think this may be a record at killing the static. 23 seconds and it is down. Good job, GS4. If anyone has a chance at beating TRK, well, I think it is our cadet. Well, obviously, because we do know the results of the rest of them, right? But you know, in the retest, we could have other results, so there is that. But I'm gonna write down here, very impressive, 23 seconds. Very nice. Difficulty is being increased a notch, And that means that GS4 gets a friend missile launcher coming to town. Also God moded, of course. Now the GS4 Needles are double. So we will now be spawning in my old nemesis, the Hake Squadron. How are we gonna deal with the Hake Squadron? Let us spawn and start a timer to find out. No, at 5,000 meters, of course. And there we have them spawned in. Timer is running as well. 5,000 meters. The Hakes are approaching. The first bout of missile is to come in here at any second. Let's see where we are targeting first. Seems like we are going for the Hake over there. And bam, that is indeed offline, making our current Hake the closest one. The missiles are launching and whoa, Hake is quick, not easy to track this thing. They are coming in though, and whoa, looking like this Hake is gonna go down any second. Is it just me or has it... No. I thought it almost died there. Wishful thinking, I suppose. New round of missiles popping in here. EMP insulating small crafts like this is of course almost impossible, but the Hake is pretty good at outmaneuvering stuff. Well, in the meantime, another Hake has gone down. And here we have... Oh, they are coming in for another turn. And they are not missing. We passed 1 minute and 30 seconds. Ooh, gonna be quite tight if GS4 is going to get the leading results here. Forward-facing missiles is very nice in the first launch, basically, when they come in, but later it is a bit of a disadvantage, even though the platform is pretty fast at turning towards the enemy. Looks like we... Oh, there we had the next Hake going. We'll need to be on our toes here, seeing when the last Hake will be going down. Missiles are... Ooh, this Hake is teasing it. I remember a previous battle where the last Hake teased forever. Oh, they just keep evading. Look at that, 97%. They are a bit too slow. That makes me a bit worried for the Peregrine and the Gannet squads, since they are real quick friends. Another EMP strike. Not dead yet, but fire is still burning. Alright, the fire has been put out, a new round of missiles is coming, but are being outmaneuvered by the Hake. We have passed 3 minutes. Oh man, this is gonna be really hard. And it hits the water and bam, and dies before that at 3 minutes and 10 seconds. Next out we have the Gannet Squadron. And of course the Gannet Squadron, if you remember, is the really quick one. So we have started the clock and spawned them. We're gonna lock on to this one and see what are they doing, I wonder. Looks like they are a bit confused. No? Probably not. Here we got the first Gannet coming in here. And it is killed very quickly within half a minute. Next Gannet is... Oh, look at that. A little bit evasive like that. They are trying to maneuver and we have fired the missiles. Missiles come in and... Oh, right. Is it gonna die there? We have a lot of incendiary damage and it is just burning out of the sky. Adding some IRL sound effects. Alright, 80%. Oh wow. And we have passed a minute. That means 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We are past. TRK is still holding the lead here. The Gannets are keeping on living. And it looks like the GS4 Needles are a little bit too slow almost to catch up to these super quick ones. The first Gannet was easy to shoot down, but the rest of them, well, they do have their evasiveness due to their speed. So they simply outrun some of the missiles. Well, again, we need to check that in the final tests, of course, to make sure it wasn't luck. We're gonna see if the GS Naribs are cadets, GS4 Needles, yes, will be one of the best designs so far or not. We have a quite decent score, but these Gannets here, they are really trolling these missiles, just spinning around here, almost never getting hit. So that is, ooh, that one is not gonna get out of there. That we are pretty sure about. So we essentially have one, oh, now we actually only have one Gannet left. If they can coordinate their fire against this remaining Gannet, we shall see if they can disable it quickly or not. Since we have already passed 3 minutes, but now we can see we clearly have some fires here on this Gannet. The missiles are all over the place, trying desperately to land a hit. 99%. And some of the missiles despawned. Oh wow, look at that. Now we have some EMP and some fire. This will most likely limit its movement speeds if the engine gets damaged. We have some fire there at the engine. We got a new EMP strike. Seems that the AI didn't die. Passing 4 minutes in a few seconds. New round of missiles coming in, and man, they are almost being outspeeded. The Gannet, to be fair, has a top speed of 188 meters per second, so it's no joke. Alright, bam, there we had another strike. And an extra strike. It's filled with EMP. I'm so surprised it isn't dead. 76%. It's almost going up to 5 minutes. Alright, despite one engine is offline, it's still somehow able to fly. I'm not even sure I have seen this. This Gannet is really giving the Needles the run for their money, as they say. Ah, it's like, you can't touch me and I can't sing. But you already knew that from the Uchu Senkan Yamato intro impression, don't you? Right? No? Ah. Come on, Needles. Get a darn hit. Oof. It looks like it's out of control. But no, it actually isn't. There we have another strike. Bam! 5 minutes and 20 seconds we landed at. Well, maybe congratulations to TRK20. Will be confirmed later though, but wow. We'll do the rest of the rounds, of course, to see where we'll end up as a final result here for the G4 Needles. GS4 Needles, yes. Next out, we have the Peregrine Squadron. Also really quick, very, very fast, and also a more expensive. It's a little bit slower, it got some decoys, so we're gonna see how the system is gonna deal with it. First round of missiles incoming, and they did not go for any decoy, and they absolutely killed the first Peregrine. Very, very good. Next Peregrine coming in, and it is not the target because that is here. The Peregrine, very quick as well, 183 meters per second, is outrunning those missiles. But when turning down, of course, we run into some of them again. Look like that. Proximity fuses are doing their job, taking down this poor little aircraft to a lower health. Does it have a jaw issue now? Or does it maneuver like this? I'm not sure actually. We are losing blocks quickly, more EMPs coming in. It's basically half a plane. It's pretty insane that this almost flies. It's gonna hit the water. We are pretty sure that will be the last we see of that. And then we have the last Peregrine. We have passed 1 minute and 46 seconds. Alright, this is the worst case scenario for the Peregrine. Oh bam, it died before 2 minutes has passed. 1 minute and 55 seconds. No, yes, exactly. 1 minute and 55. GG. Last round then. And as you'll know, we have the Hellfire. Timer and Hellfire is spawned, and it has this little fun thing. When missiles are approaching, it just pitches up and escapes. And I actually thought that would have tricked more missiles than it actually did. So we're gonna see how this works. Missiles coming in, and ooh, look at that. Quite effective evasion, but eventually they got the upper hand, and the Hellfire, is it out of control? 96%, just some small fires there. It is. 47 seconds was the lifetime of the Hellfire. That is a good job. Very, very nice. Well, we'll have to say like this. Well thought, but the end result ended up with 16 minutes and 8 seconds. Well, looks like TRK20 will be the technical aspect winner with the performance side, but we'll confirm that in a future video. The next video to be exact, where we go through the winners, grade them, look at the systems again, and look at the aesthetical winner as well. In any case, thanks a lot for watching. This is your host, Eric, your Admiral, signing out. Like and subscribe if you haven't already. Liking the video helps a lot. Just wanted to mention that. In any case, this is your host, signing out.